Damn. Lights are pretty damn dim. Guess we're gonna have to take care of this. Damn. Damn. Damn, look at the brightness on this thing. Freaking fantastic. What's the deal, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So today, this video is sponsored by a company called Novsight. They have a pretty cool Amazon store, and you guys guessed it, they deal with lighting. So they was nice enough to send me the high and low beams for my daughter's 2017 Kia Forte. Now on Amazon, guys, if you type in your year, make, and models, they'll have bulbs, high beam and low beams for whatever year, make, and model it is. And let me tell you, I have them laid out right here. This is how cool they look. And if you notice, they're almost like a one-to-one match, meaning like the bulb with the housing is literally close in length to the stock bulb. So you won't have any issues when you insert it into the housing. Now, cool things about these bulbs, they're very, very, very bright. First of all, I want to say I actually just installed a set of low beams in my brother's 2017 Ram, and these things were 8,000 lumens per bulb. And these things are bright. These things over here, these are 10,000 lumens per bulb. They're very, 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 very bright. I've tested them. That intro video that you guys just saw, that is with my exposure turned down. Otherwise the camera would not be able to pick it up properly. So you could kind of tell what's going on. So now, something that I didn't show in the intro is this right here. So Kia, Hyundai, you know, they want to be different than everybody else, so they make a freaking low beam with a weird ass bulb. Look at this. What the hell? So now the actual plug on the replacement comes, you know, extended from where the ballast is. It extends over here. So what I'm trying to show you is this portion right here. This piece would normally lock in your low beam, but now it's not dealing with the lock. So that is the reason why you need a universal adapter with an O-ring, and I'll show you how to put on that in a second. But just to go over these specs, the low beams, as I said, they're 10,000 lumens a piece, 6500K white, so it's a nice white light. So there's no issue, and these things are like 600% brighter than stock, guys. So the high beams, it's pretty much plug and play. You don't need an adapter. It's the low beams you need the adapter for. In the box is packaged pretty nice. You get a lanyard, you have some zip ties if you want to zip tie the ballast outside, and a free gift, and obviously directions too. Now, before I forget, this portion here, this ballast, what this does, since these are LEDs, it actually helps to break down the current that it's getting, because how LEDs work, you need less power for a better result. So these are actually 100 watts of power. That's why these things are 10,000 lumens a piece. That's why they're so bright. So the fan spins approximately 12,000 RPMs, which is pretty fast to cool this down. And I will tell you, I had the lights running for approximately 10-15 minutes, and I will tell you, the ballast and the fan housing, it gets pretty hot. So guys, be careful you don't burn yourself. They get very, very, very hot. Par for the course when you're dealing with LEDs and ballasts and whatnot. But as I said before, 10,000 lumens a piece, 6500K white. It's a nice white. The fan spins at 12,000 RPM. Good coverage there. It's just a pain in the ass with the low beams with the universal adapter. So I will show you how to install it. What you are going to need is 10 mil socket with an extension to take this bracket off on the driver's side, because it's a pretty damn tight fit in here. And obviously you have to take off these dust caps, as I have them off on that side, and this harness right here. You're going to be taking that off as well in order to get to the dust caps. This over here, this is the high beam over here. That's easy to install. That's pretty much plug and play. It's the low beams. Anybody with big hands gonna have a little bit of a struggle, but you can get it done. All right, so let's get into it. All right guys, so with regard to the low beam, this is the one that I told you that causes the problem, because you need the universal adapter. If you just put this in just like that, this whole bulb is just going to wiggle. That's where the adapter comes into play. So what you do is this piece right here can spin. There are holes, so there are two little notches. There are two notches. There's one here and there's one on the other side right here. You turn this piece until the notches fit into the spaces. You'll hear click and you can pull it out. So what you do is you take your universal adapter, and when you take your universal adapter, the flat portion is towards the base, okay? And you take your stock piece that you just took off. The O-ring or washer is gonna fit right over that. It's gonna fit over that notch. Just roll it back and it fits on there nicely, and it creates a tight buffer. So let me explain. So now if you notice here, see the spaces for the notch that we took off, one here and there is one here. So what you do is you immediately match up the space with this notch right here, okay? Now you won't be able to press it in until you take this universal gasket, see what I did, and you slide it over until it gets to, so the space in the universal gasket has to match up with this piece right here, and then you'll be able to press it and turn both pieces together. So you see how both of them are turning at the same time now, and now it's freaking tight. Like, it's a tight fit, and now we can install it. Now, as far as the low beams go, the low beams, look at the pattern. They're made up exactly the same as the stock piece, with two wide pieces right here and one thin piece. These go towards the bottom when you're trying to plug them into the housing. Don't forget that. The big wide pieces are to the bottom. Once you fit it in the space, then you could turn it, okay? All right, guys, just a heads up, this will take you a couple of tries due to the fact that even though you have the universal gasket, which is a tight fit against the base of the bulb, the issue is that the universal gasket spins a bit while you're trying to make it snug within the recesses of the housing. So you might want to use maybe a needle nose pliers or something extended just to give you that little bit of an edge. And by the way, the space on the driver's side is literally next to none. So good luck. Okay guys, so the install is complete. Couple things to note. Due to the limited space, guys, it is a very, very small space in there, especially with this fuse box in. Obviously this piece was out, but anybody with big hands, good luck. It's a pretty tight fit. So, couple things to mention. The prongs on the aftermarket LED receptacle, put some dielectric grease on there. It would actually help with going in and out of the plug assembly. And make sure, guys, if I were you, wear some gloves if your hands are a little bit tender, because these edges are pretty sharp. Now, I'm gonna put a picture up on the side. When you're putting the low beams in, on the housing on the inside, you're going to see the word top. That's where this portion goes on the aftermarket LED. You want to put it in that slot where it says top and then try to turn it. Now, when I said try to turn it, is because, guys, remember you saw on the aftermarket bulb, the entire thing could still spin, even though it's tight. So this is gonna take you a good couple tries. It might take you one try, it might take you 20 to make sure to plug it in and try to at least get it to turn a little bit. You can use, if your hands are small, you could probably use some like a screwdriver or something just to help you turn the plastic piece inside the housing so it's tight. Also, the high beams. What I would do is, especially on the time lapse you saw, I actually took the high beam first, put it in, turned it, and turned it back to loosen it up. Wherever I ended up where I loosened it, I pulled it out and mimicked the same way to put the aftermarket LED bulb in. That's what you want to do. So, because it's very, very hard to see in there, guys, and I mean super hard, because the passenger side, you got way more room on this side. The only thing that's really stopping you is that washer fluid bottle, but it's not really stopping you, because you can see it's a lot more room for your hands. There's a fuse box, air filter box, all that stuff on the driver's side. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it can be done. So those are the things I wanted to mention. And once everything is buttoned back up, let's check the lights. All right, guys, so the exposure is all the way down, so at least we can see the lighting. Here we go. These are the low beams. Nice and white. These are the high beams. Man, shit is bright. All right, guys, so the install is complete. As I said, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. The low beams are going to need the adapter, especially on this year make and model. Guys, definitely check out their website. It's pretty detailed. Once you put your year make and model on their website or Amazon, or you could DM them, they have a list of cars that will need the adapters. I'll try to put that up as well. Everything is going to be in the description, the bulbs, the adapters, all of that stuff. The high beams are total plug and play, so not to worry about it. Just watch the orientation when you're putting it in. Just because of the small space, it can be annoying. So again, just prepare for that. Now, not every car is going to need that universal adapter, guys. This is just that one anomaly, you know, I mean, it always has to be my car. But guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. At the end of this video, I will put up a clip driving at night, testing out the new lights, just like how I had it testing out the stock lights from the beginning of the video. Okay, hope you guys enjoy the clip. Check out Novsight's website on Amazon. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to DM them. All the stuff is going to be listed in the description. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. All right, guys, as promised, I'm on a really dark street. Check this out. Wow. Check this out, high beams. Woo! That's what 10,000 lumens get you. 20,000 lumens for the pair. That's freaking bananas. That is bananas. You can definitely see the deer coming a mile away. Look at this. This is pitch black. Obviously, you can tell it's way better than stock, guys. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon. Take it easy.